Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 831st Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. And what a cracking battle I've got for you today. Today we're going to focus on the power of Macedon and Greek cities attacking together in a combination attack. As you can see, this is fought on my favourite map, the Germanic Forest map. There, where you can fight out in the open plains if you want to, or you can hide your troops in the woods and spring those nasty ambushes onto enemy troops. I quite like this map. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Aurelius. Now Aurelius has got 14 Spartans and an armoured cavalry general. Remember, the Greek cities is Aurelius's faction of choice. He's got very good with them. And there you are, there's his armoured cavalry general. As I say, you don't see that very often in a Greek cities army. The Greek cities general is usually a Spartan unit there, so that's quite unusual. But as I say, that is Aurelius's faction of choice, and he's got very good with them. Okay, our next teammate is Brotherhood member EthEth. EthEth has just come back from many years break from Rome Total War, so it's nice to see him back. Now he has got 16 pikes and 3 cavalry. Okay, 16 pikes and 3 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his pikes there. And because he's got so many pikes, he's just put 7 upgrades on and experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. Look at the length of those pikes. The enemy troops have got to fight down to kill the man on the other end. So as I say, nice to see EthEth back on Rome Total War after so many years break there. And his cavalry there, companion cavalry's got 7 upgrades on, experience, stripe, gold shield, gold attack. Remember, these companions cavalry have got a massive 9 charge bonus, when most cavalry in this game have only got a 6 charge bonus. So pretty powerful cavalry there. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Vicox. Now Vicox has got 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, but that's not the bog standard 31k Roman army, as we're going to have a little bit of a closer look at this. You'll see that he's got his normal urban cohort units there. Okay, but also he has got a lot, when I say a lot, I think 4 Triarii units there. Okay, with just gold shield, gold attack on. And these Triarii units are supposed to be the anti-cavalry units of Rome, but I've seen these guys fully upgraded get smashed in the front by enemy cavalry, and these guys have just broken and routed. So I don't think they've got a lot of anti-cavalry bonus within them. Okay, so that's why you don't see this unit on the 31k battlefield very often there, because they don't do what they kind of, it says on the tin, like kind of thing. They're not that good against cavalry. So say it's unusual to see those units on the 31k battlefield. And I see that Vicox's cavalry has just got a gold shield, gold attack, and an experience stripe on there. So that's Vicox's army. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who's bought a very old Roman army of 15 infantry and 5 cavalry. So there's our team. It's got the potential to be a cracking battle, and I hope you enjoy it. And here is the other team. We have Brotherhood member Uther. Now Uther's got 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, but it's not quite the bog standard 31k Roman army, and I'll show you why. Because there you can see that he's got an eagle unit there. Okay. And he's got another morale boosting eagle unit there as well. And of course he's got his infantry general. So he's got 3 lots of morale going on in his infantry there. And make no mistake, the more morale your troops have got, the better they fight, the longer they fight. So that's a good army there. A quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, and he's just got 7 upgrades. And experience, strike, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. So I think that's a pretty good, solid, tried and tested Uther army there. And their next teammate is Brotherhood member Lando. Now Lando has got 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. Now he has got the bog standard 31k Roman army. If you look there, he's just got gold shield, gold attack on his infantry. You can see he's got them in very close tight formation there. And quick look at his cavalry. I'm guessing it's just gold shield, gold attack. Yep, there you are. Just gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. So that's a solid, let's say that's the basic bog standard 31k Roman army. Very effective, very efficient. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Barclayman. Now Barclayman's got 17 pikes and 3 chariots. If you look at the first row of his troops in his battle formation, you'll see that they've just got 7 upgrades on: an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. They're the ones that's going to make first contact with the enemy. Then if you go further back in his battle formation, you'll see his other troops have got 8 upgrades on: 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So he's kind of got staggered upgrades through his battle formation, and as you can see, he's split his army into 2. But just to let you know that if Pontus fights Macedon, if I remember correctly, have got 3 extra defense points even before you put upgrades on the pikes. So with those extra 3 defense points on the Macedonian pikemen, then in theory, if they do fight Pontus, then they should beat them. So it'll be interesting to see later on in the battle what actually happens. Now let's look for their 4th teammate here, and there he is. And just to give you a little bit of a history about this player, now this player is Brotherhood member Genghis Khan. There's his general there. Now Genghis Khan has been in the Brotherhood for many, many years. Let you know how long he's been in the Brotherhood. Right back in the early days of Rome Total War, he was the first general on Rome Total War, as far as I can remember, that mastered the Britannia faction. That in the early days of Rome Total War, most of us just used to bring Roman armies, but he used to bring Britannia and really persevered with Britannia. And in many, many battles, he got the highest kills with the Britannia faction. So Genghis Khan was renowned for the way that he used Britannia. And whenever he joined a team, we were always glad to have him on our team to bring Britannia, because he was so good with them. As I say, I haven't seen him on Rome Total War for maybe 12, 13, 14 years maybe. It's been that long since he's been on Rome Total War. And this is his first battle that he's fought since he's been back. He didn't bring Britannia for this particular battle because I don't think he feels confident enough. You know, after maybe a 14-year break, you're not going to feel that confident. So that's why he's bought the Rome faction here. But as I say, he's a RTW and Brotherhood member veteran, and as I say, as far as I can remember, he was the first RTW general that really mastered the Britannia faction. So it's nice to see him back on Rome Total War, and it'd be interesting to see if he ever brings Britannia again on the modern day battlefield. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I wanted to explain something here. You'll notice that Macedon has got no archers, and you'll notice that Greek cities have got no archers. In this battle, we've got normal 31k rules, plus no archers, no horse archers, no head hurlers, and no slingers. Okay, that's why these factions haven't bought any archers here, because we've introduced those rules. And these rules seem to be quite popular with people there without any of the archers, horse archers, head hurlers, or slingers. Should be a great battle for you to watch. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you'll see that Aurelius is taking his Greek cities army out to the flank there, and you'll see that Lando has already taken his SBQR army out to the flank there, I think he was trying to flank Aurelius here, but if Aurelius is quick enough, he may well be able to flank Lando's SBQR infantry there. Nice aggressive move there by Aurelius with his faction of choice, the Greek cities. As I say, in this particular battle, we're going to focus on the power of Macedon and Greek cities in a combination attack here. Should be quite interesting for you to watch. You don't see this very often. Okay, so that was a nice move there by Aurelius. Can you see how he's outflanked Lando's SBQR infantry there? Nice tactical movement there by Aurelius. Look, coming in on Lando's SBQR flank there. So well done to Lando, and you can see the Macedonians moving forward here as well. Now EthEth and Aurelius here, if they work well together, it'd be surprising on how well they can do. But as I say here, you can see them charging in. Aurelius needs to watch, I think, Lando's cavalry there, to make sure Lando doesn't get his cavalry in behind his units and try and smash into his units from behind. That's something he'll have to keep an eye on. Meanwhile, over here on our left flank, you'll see, as I say, Vicox has split his army into 2 there. Okay, and you can see I'm moving my army over towards Vicox there, and I should be shadowing Genghis Khan's SBQR army there, just to give you a heads up on that. But here, as I say, you can see that Aurelius there with his Spartan army being very aggressive, and you can see EthEth here with his Macedonian pikemen also being very aggressive. You notice how he moved towards Lando's SBQR infantry there. So as I say, I'm anticipating Macedonian and Greek cities a combination attack here on the right flank, and it'll be interesting to see how strong that combination is, and I hope you find it interesting as well here. So as I say, there you can see Aurelius now moving his Greek cities, almost like he's going to integrate his army with the Macedonians there. Pause the game for a second here. Now what I'd like you to do here is just have a look at the length of the Spartan spears there. Just make a mental note there of the length of those Spartan spears. Okay, now have a look at the length of the massive Pontus pikes there. Can you see the length of those Pontus pikes there in comparison to the short Spartan spears? So of course if they actually fight head on there, then the long pikes of Pontus can be killing Spartans a long time before the Spartans can kind of fight down those pikes to kill the man on the other end, if you see what I mean. So it's always a challenge there. But I think Aurelius here integrating his army with his Macedonian ally, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Now you'll see that Lando with his SBQR infantry is doing the typical Roman defense against pike and spears. He's put his units into testudo. Okay, this is the normal response that a Roman general does when he's up against pikes and spears. Remember, this testudo unit was used by the Romans back in the day. Very effective, very efficient. The Orlandos now come out of testudo. The only problem when you move into testudo, they can only move very slowly. The units can only move very slowly. So if you want rapid movement, you need to come out of testudo to get that rapid movement back into your units there. Right, you can see I'm moving my Scipio army over there, as I say, to face Genghis Khan's SPQR Roman army there. And if you notice here, you'll see that Genghis Khan is pulling his cavalry back. Now I think there's a reason why he's pulling his cavalry back. I think he's trying to draw Vicox's cavalry forward there. So there you are, and there's the Triarii there that Genghis Khan has got. Remember, these are the anti-cavalry units of Rome, but as I said earlier, they're not great. But I think what Genghis Khan's trying to do here is pull his cavalry back to draw Vicox's cavalry onto those Triarii. That's what I think Genghis Khan's thinking there. Can you see how he's pulling back there, but running the Triarii forward, but running his cavalry back there? Almost let Vicox catch his cavalry, trying to draw him forward onto those Triarii, and then of course Genghis Khan would then turn his cavalry and charge in as well. So nice tactical move there by Genghis Khan, bearing in mind he hasn't played for maybe 14 years. Right, over here you can see, now can you see here that the Greek cities here, the Spartans, are the hard-edged attack going on here on our right flank. Okay, so the Spartans are the hard edge attack. They're going to make first contact with the enemy. They're going to take the pillars. And remember, because those Spartans have got 2 hit points, they suffer a lot less damage from missiles and other units. Okay, and this is a nice move by Barclayman here with his faction of choice, Pontus. And he's coming in on the flank of the Spartans there. But you can see that Aurelius has turned units to face a threat and is now moving those units in to face those Pontus pikes. Notice how EthEth has now moved his Macedonians over here as well, so he can flank those couple of Pontus pike units there that Barclayman put there deliberately to try and rout the Greek city flanks there. Okay, so there you are. You can see there the length of those Pontus pikes. I know we looked at this before. Look at the length of those massive Pontus pikes and the short spears of the Spartans there. But Aurelius has got numbers there. He's got 2 units, I think he's sending into that 1 unit. Plus he's got his Macedonian ally here, EthEth, coming in on the flank of that engaged Pontus unit there. So as I say, a really nice combination here of teamwork between Aurelius and EthEth there. Really well done there as he moves in there. Possibly going to rout that Pontus unit unless Barclayman moves that Pontus unit out the way, because he's being hit by Spartans and 4 units of Macedonians there as well. And as you can see, he's moved that unit round to face the threat here. But you can see all the Spartans are basically engaged at this time. Okay, and you can see EthEth moving his Macedonian pikes forward there to support the Greek cities. Okay, so as I say, the Spartans here are the hard edge of the attack. They're making first contact with the enemy. They've taken the pillars, and there you can see Macedonians coming in behind them there. So as I say, this is a very, very powerful combination attack of Spartans and Macedonians here. You don't see it very often, but that is a very powerful mix. Here you can see that Vicox's army seems to be quite thin on the ground here, doesn't it? Does it look quite thin on the ground? And I think if the enemy really push there, there's a possibility they could break through. I don't know what you guys are thinking there watching this, but it looks to me like could be a possible push through there. You can see here that, as I say, Vicox has split his army into two. He's got 3 of his units over here. Plus, he's got those 4 Triarii units he's bought stood at the back there as well. Maybe to back up his cavalry. But by splitting his army, he's kind of weakened that one particular point. Here you can see the Genghis Khan's Triarii moving forward. Be interesting to see if Genghis Khan's Triarii actually fight Vicox's Triarii. How often would you see 2 opposing Triarii units fighting each other? Very, very rare, I would suggest there. But meanwhile, over here on the right flank, you can see that Barclayman here has got a couple of Thracian mercenary infantry there as well. And it'd be interesting to see how he uses them. Obviously, he'd like to get them behind our troops. Plus, you've got Lando's cavalry out here as well, loitering with intent, I would suggest there. Okay, so there was a general overview of the battle as it stands at the moment. But as I say here, you can see EthEth moving his Macedonian long pikemen forward there to support his Spartan ally. As I say, it's a very, very powerful attack there. Spartans being the hard edge of the attack, the leading edge of the attack, if you like, and then the Macedonians coming in after. Very, very powerful attack there coming in here on our right flank. Be interesting to see how Barclayman can cope with that, because basically he's facing 2 armies there, isn't he? The Macedonians and the Greek cities. Okay, you've got some of Lando's infantry there as well, but it really is a pike and spear on pike battle, really, I think. But as I say, the weak link in our battle line there seems to be between myself and my Macedonian ally. We'll have a look at a little bit closer at that in a minute. But here you can see that Genghis Khan has moved his 2 Triarii units forward. He's got a couple of urban cohorts plus his cavalry there as well. So I don't know whether he's thinking about attacking Vicox's secondary army there. Possibly that's what he's thinking. Here's a big cavalry attack coming in from his right. Let's pause the game for a second here now. Can you see here, between my Macedonian ally EthEth and myself is a small number of Vicox's infantry. One of them's been routed. He's got about 3 units there maybe, and they're just about going to be smashed by all this enemy cavalry. So the enemy here, if they push forward hard, could smash through our battle line there. Can you see that? They could punch a hole through our battle line there and then attack either the flanks or rear of my army there, or they could attack our Macedonian ally there. But that is definitely a weak link in our battle line there, as you can see. I've got my cavalry locked and loaded to try and help at that particular part of our battle line there. And you've got the Macedonian cavalry, I see the Campanian cavalry there ready to, as locked and loaded, ready to go in if needed. Meanwhile over here you'll see, as I say, the powerful attack of Macedon and, the Macedonian pikemen and the Spartans there. Really, really good. And they're moving in there onto the Pontus army of Barclayman there. You can see that's a really tough combination there. There you are, you got the Thracian mercenaries there. I'm guessing he's going to throw them in when he's ready. But of course they are only light infantry. And they're already distraught by numbers of enemy troops, so their morale's not very good. We know Pontus' morale's not very good anyway. But there you are, you can see the Spartans there really making inroads into the enemy troops there, along with the Macedonians. You can see Uther's Julii troops and some SPQR troops attacking them there. But this is the weak part of our battle line here. Can you see there, if the enemy really push, they're going to smash through that particular part of the battle line there. Okay, we've got our cavalry locked and loaded, ready to charge in to help, but if a large volume of infantry push forward with cavalry, make no mistake, they will break us there. Over here, you can see, as I say, EthEth and Aurelius as Macedonians and Greek cities there doing a really good job on Pontus, so that's good news for us there on our right flank and right centre. I think they're doing a great job there, so well done to them. You can see EthEth there moving some pike units forward, probably spotted those Thracian infantry there, Thracian mercenaries there, might go to counter them. Right, let's just pause the game for a second here. So here you can see that some of Aurelius's Greek city units have been routed there by enemy troops. And here you can see enemy SPQR troops and Julio troops looking to move forward. Look at the cavalry as well there. And there's 3 units there in that position there, like very battle damaged units as well. If all that enemy pushes through, they will punch a hole through our battle line, and that could really determine the outcome of this battle. Over here you'll see Genghis Khan's units there fighting Vicox's secondary army. And you can see here Vicox taking his Brutii cavalry forward into the enemy SPQR cavalry. Get ready for this, and bang! As it smashes in there. He's taking his Triarii forward as well. Right, let's pause the game for a second here. So Vicox is taking his Triarii and his cavalry into Genghis Khan's cavalry there. Nice move there by Vicox. But Genghis Khan has also got his Triarii there as well. So as I say, very, very unusual to see Triarii on the 31k battlefield, and unusual to see 2 lots of them. Even more unusual, that is. But over here, look, can you see that particular part of our battle line there? I'm moving my Scipii army over to try and stand into the breach there, step into the breach there, as the enemy are trying to push through that weakened part of our battle line there. Can you see I've moved my infantry over, but oh, that's good news for us. I think we've just taken out the SPQR general, taking the morale bonus away there. But you can see my army moving over there, trying to help on that particular part of the battlefield. Now over here, you'll see that Vicox's Triarii and cavalry are doing quite well there, I think, against the SPQR troops. But here comes the Pontus chariots coming in there, and bang, as they charge in there. Remember, those Pontus chariots there have got a big fear factor as well as big attacking specifications. You can see Genghis Khan charges cavalry, and again there's some enemy Julii cavalry coming over here as well. Vicox is in danger of losing all his cavalry there, and as that cavalry goes in there, and bang, as that smashes in there, oh my gosh. So basically here, if you look, you'll see that our left flank has basically been broken here. Okay, so our left flank has been broken here by a massive enemy chariot, cavalry and infantry attack there. Okay, so as I say, you can see our left flank has now been broken. I've got my cavalry locked and loaded. We've got our Macedonian ally there as well, but we don't really want to throw them in against infantry. And you've got all of Genghis Khan's infantry as well. Okay, they may well move in on my army. My army could well be the target here. And here, look, you can see the enemy are looking to smash through this part of the battle line. Look how aggressive they're attacking that part of the battle line there. And my army is going to be greatly exposed now. It could be on both flanks. If you notice there, if the enemy break through there, I could be hit from the front and both flanks there by the enemy. Oh my gosh. But over here, as I say, on our right flank, Aurelius with his Greek cities and EthEth with his Macedonians have done a really good job on those Pontus pikemen there. They're doing really well. Here, I say, you can see EthEth has turned those 2 pike units we saw earlier facing those Thracian mercenaries there. So EthEth and Aurelius are doing really well on our right flank. But will my army be able to hold against what looks like is going to come my way? All these enemy troops there going to try and smash my army. I think that's what they're going to try and do. Take my army out, and then they can turn all their troops onto my allies. I think that's the thinking going on here. Just look how aggressive they're being here. They know they can punch a hole through that particular part of our battle line. Now, if you notice here, I think I make a bit of a tactical mistake because I'm trying to move my army over to step into the breach of where they've just pierced, but I'm going to be caught on the move now. And there's a cavalry's going in, and bang, as it smashes into my infantry. Oh my gosh. So my infantry's just been caught on the move. That's one of the worst things that can happen to your infantry, being caught on the move now. So my blue Scipii army is in danger of being engulfed by enemy troops there. You can see the chariots here. All of Vicox's army on our left flank has now been taken out, and as I say, for all intents and purposes, our left flank has now been broken, and the enemy troops will now look to roll us up from left to right. All these enemy troops now can smash into my Scipii army, take my army out, and then they can then concentrate on my Greek cities and Macedonian ally. Oh my gosh. Things looking pretty bad for us there. As I say, you can see my blue Scipii army there getting smashed and crashed by enemy troops. Luckily, Vicox has still got his cavalry left, or a lot of his cavalry units left there to charge him there. But as I say, oh my gosh there, things not looking very good here in the left centre. As I say, our left flank has been broken. They're looking to smash my army now so they can turn all their resources onto our allies on the right. There's some SPQR cavalry going in there like, bang! As they smash into my Scipii troops. Oh my gosh, here comes Uther's Julii cavalry. Gonna smash into my infantry as well. Get ready for this. Bang! As they smash into my blue Scipii army there. Oh my gosh, there's chariots coming in behind me as well. Vicox has charged his cavalry in. Our Macedonian allies charged his cavalry in. Oh my gosh, here. Just look at the attack coming in on my army. Make no mistake, they want to take my army out so they can turn all their troops onto my onto our allies on the right flank. Just look, you can see my unit starting to rout. You got Uther's red Julii infantry and cavalry smashing into me. We got the SPQR infantry and cavalry smashing into me as well. There's chariots coming into the rear of me as well. Oh my gosh. Can my Scipii army hold? Look at that chariot unit smashing into the rear. Probably trying to go for my general there. Okay, I've still got my cavalry left, so I'm going to charge them in to try and relieve some of the pressure on my infantry. Vicox is charging some of his cavalry in as well. Meanwhile, as I say, our Macedonian and Greek cities ally have basically broken the enemy right flank and right centre. There you are, you can see Barclayman's generals gone. There's one Pontus unit left there. But well done to Aurelius and EthEth there on our right flank and right centre. I just hope they can get over to me in time before my army is completely taken out. You can see, just look at the numbers there. I'm absolutely inundated with enemy troops attacking my troops. Right, you can see there, that's the Brutio general. See my cavalry charging in there like bang! As that smashes into the enemy troops. I charge that cavalry in there just to try and put a little bit of relief on my infantry there. We've taken out, oh my gosh, that's bad news. Vicox's general has just been routed there. Oh dear, that's bad news. That's a general morale bonus that we've just lost there. Oh my gosh, look at my unit starting to rout as well. Remember, mine are the blue Roman troops there, the purple SPQR, and the red Julii troops are the enemy there. My allies are running over as fast as they can. But this is what the enemy want to do. They're looking to try and take my army out so they can turn all their resources onto our other allies there that are coming over. Oh my gosh. So as I say, I hope EthEth and Aurelius get their pike and spear units over pretty quick there, because I don't know how long my blue Scipii army is going to last there. Just look at those SPQR infantry moving in. I can see SPQR cavalry locked and loaded, and they're coming in. Here they come. This could be the final straw. And bang! As they smash it. More SPQR cavalry coming in from that angle, and bang! As they smash in there as well. Oh my gosh. My Scipii army is definitely in danger of being completely overwhelmed and routed there. Just look, more of my units are routing now, as you can see. The enemy are really trying to take my army out. Okay, there you are, look, more of my units routing there as the enemy are moving in, but luckily my allies are getting across to me. I can see some Greek city units there fighting their way through, and you got the Macedonian units coming over here as well. They've up spears to run over as fast as they can. They can see what the enemy are trying to do, trying to take my army out there if they can. Right, you can see my cavalry, I've taken it out, locked and loaded. I'm charging it in again, look, trying to relieve the pressure off my infantry, and it goes in and goes bang, and it smashes into the enemy troops there. Oh my gosh, what an impact of cavalry there. It's just gone in there. Okay, here comes the Julii cavalry, looking to finish my infantry off, look, and bang, as that smashes in to my Scipii troops there. Oh my gosh. And still my infantry still managing to hold there. That's good news for us. I think our allies have just killed the red Julii general there. I think that's Uther's general has just been taken out. So that's good news for us. Luckily here you can see my allies have now arrived in numbers now. So my Scipii troops have managed to hold on, which was, I think, quite amazing really. But to remember, that old Roman army of mine is a morale based army there. You can see lots of SPQR troops here still attacking my troops as my allies move in. I see there's a run amok chariot there. That run amok chariot will be killing both friend and foe alike. You can see some more SPQR infantry being thrown over there, I think by Genghis Khan, to attack. You can see my cavalry locked and loaded there, being attacked by a Triarii unit there. I shall have to move my cavalry away from them, because my cavalry is very weakened, so I don't really want to fight them, as I know they have got I think a small anti-cavalry bonus there, but my cavalry is weakened anyway, so I don't really want to take them on. But here, as I say, you can see my allies moving forward with their pike and spear units there. There's an SBQR cavalry attack there going into the Macedonians. They can bang as he smashes in there. Remember, the enemy are the purple SBQR and the red Roman army. Okay, so the SBQ are the purple SBQR troops, and the red Julii troops are the enemy. Everything else is us there. Okay, there you can see I'm charging my cavalry into the rear of those engaged SBQR infantry. Took them out on impact, so that's good. That's helping my allies out there. You can see that I think is that Genghis Khan's general has just been taken out, so that's taken away the general morale bonus from them as well, so that's good news for us as we keep moving forward there into the enemy troops. Let's say the combination of Macedon and Greek cities there, the Macedonian pikemen and the Spartans working together, very, very powerful combination. The Spartans go in first, as I say, to make the first contact with the enemy, take the pillars, and then Macedon comes in behind them. Very, very powerful attack there, as we saw on that right flank. Right, you can see us moving forward. Now you can see I'm moving my blue Scipio army forward. I've been in defence for most of this battle, trying to hold on, and now I'm going to attack the SBQR infantry with my what I've got left of my infantry there, going in with my Greek cities and Macedonian allies there. You see them moving in. It wouldn't surprise me if several of the enemy units started to rout now. As you can see, we're starting to move round them as well. Good tactical move there by my allies. They're coming in behind them. I've got my cavalry locked and loaded, ready to charge in as well. But you can see the Greek cities general there, Aurelius. Look how he's making inroads into the enemy SBQR troops, backed up by my infantry. You can see my infantry charging in there. I've just charged my cavalry in as well, and it looks like our team, after a really tough fight, has managed to go on to win this battle. So well done to my allies there. I thought they played really well. So well done to them. I say it's quite a condensed battlefield, really. If you look for a 4v4, I think it is quite condensed. If you look over here, of course, this is where our Macedonian and Greek cities ally took on the Pontus pikemen there. If you look there, you can see lines of Pontus dead there, and Macedonian dead, and the red-cloaked Spartans dead there as well. Their bodies always stick out on the battlefield there, but you can see that just the mass of dead there. So you can see how tough that part of the battle wasn't here. Another concentrated amount of dead. So you can see that there's a really tough battle fought there as well. As we move across the battlefield here, you can see even more dead. This is where my blue Scipio army managed to hold out against massive enemy attack. But remember, that Scipio army of mine's old school, old fashioned, very morale based. That's what keeps them fighting. When other gold attack armies may well falter. Here's another part of the battlefield here, another intense part of the fight in there. If you move all the way over here, I think this is where those units there of Vicox's green Brutii units were hit by chariots and SBQR and Julii cavalry as well. So that's another, you can remember that part of the battle there where the enemy broke our left flank. So you can see, as I say, a very condensed area there. I'm just seeing how many infantry I've got left. I think I've got 1, 2, let's have a look, 3, 4. I think I've got 5 infantry units left. 5 very battle damaged infantry units left out of the 15 infantry units that I started with. So that just goes to show how intense the fighting was. I can't believe I've still got 5 cavalry units left, but of course they are extremely battle depleted. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Vicox has got 1 unit left. That's all he's got, that 1 cavalry units left. I think that's the only unit he's got left in the whole battle. Or he might have one more maybe over on the right side there. So I think he's got 2 units left, but that's all he's got, and they're extremely battle damaged as well. So it just goes to show how much this was a real battle of attrition there. And over here, I think, so you can see the Greek cities running forward there and the Macedonians running forward. I say great combination attack by EthEth and Aurelius there, I think. I think there's just one, maybe two enemy units left. There you go, you can see over there. Pontus has just admitted defeat. So Barclayman just admitted defeat, and now it's Uther. It wouldn't surprise me if he admitted defeat now. That's the only unit that he's got left. We'll go up to triple speed there, and there you are. He's just admitted defeat. So there you go. First thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game there. I thought everybody played well, guys. Great battle there. Well done. And as you can see, it was an average victory. I thought, looking at the troops that we had left, it could have been a close victory there. So we did well, I think. And the highest kills in the game goes to Brotherhood member EthEth with his Macedonian army there. He's just 5 short of the magic 2,000 kills. I bet he'll find that a bit frustrating when he sees his battle. And well done to Aurelius as well. As I say, both of them got the first and second highest kills. So well done to Uther. Got some great kills there. Really well done to Uther with his Julia army. That's really well played. Well done to Lando. He got some good kills there as well. So well done to Lando, did well. And well done to Barclayman, got some good kills as well. And well done to Genghis Khan. Okay, he's got less than 1,000 kills, so he'll be a bit disappointed, but I think that's his first game for about 14 years. So, you know, he's going to be a little bit rusty, I would think. So well played, guys. Great battle. And my kills, yeah, I'm quite pleased with those. Bearing in mind I was defensive, wasn't I? As you could see, most of the battle. I think that's pretty good kills for me. So I'm pleased with that. Well done to Vicox. He's got less than 1,000 kills, so he'll be a little bit disappointed. But I thought he was very aggressive with his army. I thought he played well. So well done to Vicox. Well done to EthEth, as we said, highest kills in the game with his Macedonian army. And well done to Aurelius, got some good kills too. He got first and second highest kills. So the main reason I wanted to show this battle was just to show how strong a Macedonian and Greek city combination attack can be. As you could see there, it's very, very strong. Okay, so Spartan Commander, so I hope you enjoyed the battle. See you soon, and bye for now.